In 2011, the Occupy movement quickly gained currency across the globe. Then it mysteriously vanished. What was Occupy? What was it worth? Does it have any lasting value? Occupy was free, angry, naive, full of crazy wisdom. We occupied to reclaim our dignity, to rehabilitate our citizenship, to learn to trust each other again. We occupied because inequality is the story of our times. Nobody has easy answers to heal it. Our only chance is to sound the alarm, through the networks, in the streets, and build a new system from the ground up. Surrounded by the media, police, big banks, we made a camp of compassion. We occupied with our hands, with our voices, with our minds, taking up space with our collective body, defending the squares with our hearts. It's true, we got our asses kicked, and our hearts are still open. Inspired by Tahrir and Puerta del Sol, we occupied Wall Street, Frankfurt, Oakland, Taksim. We traded tactics all around and learned not to ask for permission. Occupy hacked the status quo. We grabbed the media's microphone and surfed into the mainstream, but refused to play by the rules. And there are still many rules that we need to unlearn. Occupy had no leaders, and many. It was powered by open networks, with its own symbols and signs. It was chaotic, arrogant, effective. Despite constant provocation, it was peaceful and joyful. Occupy was a giant collective experiment, remembering our public bodies in the internet age. We flipped the coin of corporate globalization and found on the reverse a network of justice lovers stretching beyond nations. When the season ended, it left us a little confused, exhausted, and sad to see it go. But Occupy was also a vow, and it was taken by millions. As long as democracy is undermined by the accumulation of wealth and power of a paranoid 1%, as long as justice is placed under a black hood, and as long as racism is institutionalized by the police and legal systems, and as long as the very earth is viciously ripped apart for the hungry profits of the richest of the rich, and as long as people like you and me keep our eyes open and know that we are not alone, this experiment, whatever we choose to call it, will continue.